Ortiz into deep right field. Back is Sheffield. We'll see you later tonight.
Yo.
What's going on? It's
Back at it.
6:43.
Back at it.
Heck yeah. What's going on with you?
Oh, I'm getting a little confused now. There's August 5th. That's what today is. But all these throwbacks, man, there's some good ones on these days.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and do mine. But I saw it right off the bat. And it's hard to pass up, but it is real old school, August 5th, 1912. So not sure the math there.
That's
Not
old
much-
school, yeah.
100, 110, like 113 years ago, maybe. St. Louis, the Cards' Ed Kenichi hits 2 inside the park home runs and an 8-4 win over Brooklyn.
That's definitely 1912.
Yeah. Oh, of course. But I love seeing stuff like that because you just don't see stuff like that anymore.
Yeah.
Two inside the park home runs. Not sure when the last time that happened is. Maybe that's something we could look up. Maybe you know that, but
By one player, I don't know. I know that there's been multiple ones in one game, but was it by one player?
That was by one player.
Yeah, that one I don't know. That might be how old that one is.
Yeah, I think that's probably definitely tougher than more than one player in a game. But anyways, that's my throwback. You got a throwback?
Yeah, mine's a little bit more simple, I guess. So if anyone hasn't heard, AJ Pierzynski just recently made the Hall of Pretty Good. If you guys haven't seen that, wasn't surprised. So going back to August 5th, 2012, AJ Pierzynski hits a home run in his 5th consecutive game. A pinch hit, 2-run shot off Jason Isringhausen in the 7th inning to put the White Sox ahead, and they beat the Angels 4-2.
Cool.
Yeah. Old Izzy.
Izzy. Yeah, I was thinking when you said his name, I'm like, I know I just saw him somewhere. He played in the Savannah Bananas game.
Yeah.
Lance Lynn did too, I believe, right? Wainwright and Lance Lynn. I'm pretty sure Lance Lynn was there.
Think so.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I did find our answer. So the last person to hit 2 inside the park home runs in the same game was Greg Gagne of the Minnesota Twins on October 4th, 1986 at the Metrodome. He hit both against the White Sox and has not been repeated in Major League since.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised it's that recent.
Yeah.
Is he any relation to Eric Gagne, maybe?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's not too far off. I know Gagne, he was like late. I think he started mid to late 90s.
Yeah. Let's find out. But no, they are not related.
All right.
It says Greg.
Well,
it says Greg Gagne is actually a former professional wrestler and baseball player, and is the son of Vern Gagne, another performer, professional wrestler. So, pretty crazy stuff there. But yeah, that's some good ones. There are so many to choose from today.
Yeah, and there was also I was going to use this one, but I like the AJ Pierzynski one. But real quick, is on this day, and I think it was 2013, either 2012 or 2013 is when I think it was the Mitchell Report, I think that's what it was called, came out. Where it was the 13 players that MLB came out with under steroid use, PEDs.
Yeah.
So.
What year is that you said?
It's either 2012 or 2013.
Oh.
And then I know, like, for example, Alex Rodriguez, he was suspended the whole year in 2014.
Yeah. There's a pretty good documentary on that, too, about at least some of the players that got popped for that, about the doctor that they were getting it prescribed from. It was like this doctor in Miami, but he wasn't a real doctor. Basically just hooking up all these athletes with steroids and crazy stuff. But
All right.
yeah, so we'll go ahead and move on to breakouts of the week. The first one, I'll go ahead and go. The first one I think actually was one of the breakout or players of the week for MLB. So I guess we can call it breakout of the week or player of the week. The reason I'll explain that on the next my pitcher next. But the first guy, Warming Bernabel. um, you heard of this guy before? Interesting name, kind of caught my attention. Think this is his first season up. Yep, yep. But this guy's had a crazy start to the MLB. I know he has set history for the Rockies. Can't exactly remember what it was, but something to do with his bat, obviously. Because his last 7 games, he's hitting 433, the 433 OPB, and 833 slug, with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs, and that's in 38 bats. And his last 15 games, I mean, he's doing pretty much the same exact thing. Uh, Almost identical numbers, actually. His average is a little bit lower in the last 15 at 417. So this guy, I mean, he's completely going off. He's slowed down the last couple nights. I think he's like 1 for 8 in his last 2 games. But he doesn't strike out a lot. That's the big thing too. He's got all that power. He's in Colorado. His minor league strikeout rate was, I believe, 14%, somewhere around there, which is excellent. If I remember right, actually, I'll just look. His let's see. So he's been in the minor since 2019. And he's got a 277 average, 327 OBP, 419 slug, and a 746 OPS. So pretty respectful there. Again, he's not like a huge home run guy in the minors. He's got 50 home runs and over 1,800 at bats. His the most home runs he hit in a single season was 14 home runs. He did that in 367 at bats, so he did have a good season there. But you've been able to see this guy play at all? I watched him a little bit last night. He's pretty scary looking, man. When he's at the plate, like he just looks like he's gonna demolish a baseball, which he does.
Yeah, and then plays in Colorado on top of that, so that helps.
Yeah. So Warming Bernabel, that's my hitter of the week. I think he's gonna tear it up. I don't see him unless he just really starts not hitting at all. I don't see him getting sent back down anytime soon. And if you're looking for somebody in fantasy, I think you already picked him up in one league. I would definitely go scoop him up while you can.
Yep.
But yeah, so my pitcher was going to do Trevor Rogers because he's been excellent, but I believe Luke had already picked him at some point. Reason I'm not calling him a breakout is because I feel like sometimes breakout seems like it's finally this player is showing his talent, but really it kind of means this player is starting to, even if they've showed their talent at some point in their career, they have big slumps for a while. And I think that's Sonny Gray. He's starting to pop back off, hopefully. Last 7 games, he's been horrible. 6.49 ERA and 34 innings pitched, 138 WHIP. So really, really bad. But last night he won against one of the best teams in baseball, the Dodgers. Went 7 innings, 1 hit, which is just a single hit to Freddie Freeman, which was a home run, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts. So we know Sonny Gray can get in those. He's kind of weird when it comes to, you don't know what he's gonna do. You really don't. I mean, he went out against Miami and got tore up against San Diego, and then he comes out and dominates LA. But I do think his last 3 starts before that, he's been really bad. Even his last 30 games, he's got a 4.2 ERA. But I do think after that start, he's probably going to bounce back a little bit. I think he's going to have at least a few good starts before he starts getting. I think he does it in spurts. Have you noticed that with Sonny Gray? I think I noticed it a lot because of having had him in fantasy. But he'll have good 3 starts in a row and go out in 8 innings, 7 innings, 7 innings, or whatever. Get you close to 30 Ks, and then he'll go out the next 3 games and just look really awful. But
Yeah.
gotta give some love to Sonny Gray. He's not on my fantasy team anymore, so had to pay my respect. But also, speaking of Cardinals and Dodgers news, real quick, I think I sent this to you on Instagram, but Luken Baker was released by the Cardinals and then quickly signed by the Los Angeles Dodgers. So I don't know. I don't know about you, but I feel like he's probably going to be. He'll probably see a little more playing time. I feel like with the Dodgers, maybe not this season, but Luken Baker had a nice bat.
Yeah, more of a quadruple A type player, though.
Yeah, yeah. But hey, who knows if he works with the right guy, he could go up there and tear it up. But didn't really get to see too much of him. I think we got about 100 at bats out of him in the big leagues and wasn't productive. So Cardinals and moving on from the 28-year-old. But you can go ahead with your players whenever.
Sounds good. I'm going to start with my pitcher. I got Brian Bayo. So last year, Brian Bayo, I guess he was really kind of just a hit or miss guy. He wasn't the best pitcher last year. He's done a lot better this year, especially his last 2 starts. The last 13 innings, 9 strikeouts. He has 2 wins and 2 quality starts. ERA below 1,
Nice.
0.69 with a 1.23 whip. He only has 1 earned run through 13 innings. So,
Yeah,
Brian Bayo, I mean, he's part of the Red Sox rotation that actually I could have went with a couple guys from the Red Sox rotation. I could have went with Garrett Crochet, and Lucas Giolito has also been really freaking good.
Lucas
A
Giolito.
former guy of both of ours this season.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, Lucas Giolito, he's somebody I kind of wish I would have held on to because ever since I think I traded him to you and then you dropped him, he's been awesome. He's been one of the better
usually
pitchers.
how that goes.
He's one of the better pitchers in baseball, really. But yeah.
And then I'm going with probably a guy that a ton of people don't know of right now, but Wencell Perez on the Tigers. 21 at bats. He's batting .476. He's got a couple home runs. He's got 4 RBIs, a couple stolen bases too. He's got 10 hits in 21 at bats.
Nice.
So he's shown some speed, some power. He scored 8 runs. So
yeah,
yeah,
he's somebody I looked at on fantasy last year and this year. Because the talent's definitely there. So and he's on a really good club.
Yeah, both the guys I mentioned are on playoff contenders. So with the way they're both playing right now, I mean, their teams really helps them out. So
both of my guys are not playoff contenders.
You'll have that sometimes.
Cardinals are just, man, so irritating. And they're really not. I think they still have a winning record, but geez. But yeah, right on. Before I move on, we're going to hit on fantasy next.
Yeah.
All right. Before I do that, I just wanted to do a player mention of the New York Mets minor league prospect. Can't remember exact. I know he had jumped up in the top 100. He may be in the 40s now, like top 48. But that's Jonah Tong. And he's from Canada, and he was a 7th-round draft pick by the Mets in 2022. He's only 22 years old. He is definitely one of the best pitchers in all of minors right now. His career minor stats are 54 games. He's got a 2.69 ERA, 231 innings pitched, 352 strikeouts with a 1.13 WHIP. In this season, he had 19 games. He's got a 1.5 ERA with 97 innings and 154 strikeouts with a 0.94 WHIP. So this guy is just tearing it up. He got drafted out of high school, of course. Georgia guy, I guess. So he's born in Canada, drafted out of Statesboro, Georgia. His full name is Jonah Reed Ten Chi Matthew Tong, and he is somebody to keep an eye on. He's going to be one of the best pitchers in baseball in the next few years, I guarantee it. Not only that, he's going to be a Queen City Bandit maybe tonight. I might pick him up tonight.
Yeah.
But
Or
look him up
Wencell
if you haven't.
Perez.
Yeah, or Wencell Perez. But look him up if you haven't seen him. Check out his stats, his videos. He's absolutely filthy. He's on the Binghamton Rumble Ponies right now. Double A for the Mets.
Heck yeah. I love those minor league names.
I know. I need to start getting some like minor league hats and jerseys more
Yeah.
often. You got me the Jacksonville jumbo shrimp hat.
Yep.
Yeah, but I need to get it. They got so many good ones. But yeah, we'll go ahead and move on to fantasy. You want to kick us off?
Yeah, I have a couple of player mentions myself. Actually, a few of them that are actually on my team right now. The first one I want to go with, the one I've been talking to you about for a while, Mr. Luke Keeschel.
Yeah.
So he's been out most of the season. I don't remember what his injury was. I think it was his forearm, right? I think he had, I don't know if he had surgery or something on his forearm, but.
Yeah, I can't remember. Did he get hit by a pitch?
But anyway, first game back tonight, he just got reinstated off the IL. So in 19 at-bats this season, which isn't a lot, but still, he had 368. He had 5 stolen bases, too.
Mm-hmm.
So the speed's going to be there. So I'm kind of curious on, the power numbers. He didn't hit any home runs, but like I said, it's only 19 at-bats. So if you're looking for a second baseman potential keeper, too, definitely look into Luke Keeschel. I'm still not sure if I'm going to keep him because I have a lot of good options. It's really tough with some of the players that I got. So he's one of them. And then I'll do one more, and then I'll hand it off to you, Mr. J.J. Weatherholt. Is he the number 1 prospect on the Cardinals now?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think he's like number 7 or 10 on the top 100, I think, something like that. Anyway, he's been doing really, really well since being called up to AAA, and there's talks of him possibly getting called up, either September call-ups or soon. So he's another guy to look out for a keeper.
Yeah. So, I mean, before draft happened, a lot of people had him going first.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals, I think he's a West Virginia guy. But the Cardinals,
they pretty much got a number 1 pick at number 7.
I don't know if I just felt like an earthquake or I have no idea what that was. It might have just been an earthquake or the dryer below. But anyways, yeah, he's a stud. But falling back on Luke Keeschel, not sure if you saw, but I'm pretty sure in his last he had 7 rehab assignment games. I'm pretty sure, and I think he had 7 steals in those 7 games. So that's right. Awesome to see. His speed's there. If you look back at his minor numbers, his minor league numbers are excellent. I think he does have some good pop as well. So I think he's the player that Matt McClain was supposed to be. Like Matt McClain was that type. I think that's who. Like Matt McClain's rookie season, he was looking like 2020 player. I think Luke Keeschel could be that type of player as well. Maybe with more stolen bases.
Right. And depending on the league you're in, depending on the categories, if stolen base is its own category, I mean, that's pretty big. Yeah. Especially if you can hit for average too. You get on base, score runs. I mean, he's definitely a guy you want to have. Yeah,
and the Twins typically have some good talent around them as well, so that always makes it helpful. It's not just a single player, lacking RBIs and runs that way. Like when Mike Trout hit like 15 home runs last season and he only had like 20 RBIs or something. Like no help around him.
And another upside with Keeschel, with how many guys the Twins traded on their active roster, which is like 11, he should be an everyday player.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, most definitely. So, Willie Castro is gone. I mean, they traded off a lot of players, so no doubt he'll stick around. But yeah, I can move on to fantasy though, since we're already on the topic. Me and Luke are definitely out of the playoffs. I keep saying to myself, hey, there's a miracle. It could happen. I think even if I went 12-0 for my next few series, which highly unlikely because I don't even know if I've done that once this season, beating somebody 12-0, I would still have a problem getting in the playoffs. So I think I got a pretty bad record right now. But anyways, my whole record or my whole team is completely different. I'm just gonna run through. I'm not gonna sit there and talk about each player, but my lineup is completely different. Starting catcher, you got Augustine Ramirez. First base, Christian Walker. Second, who isn't up right now, but I expect him to be up. He's been tearing it up in AAA, hitting over 400. His last, I think, 15 games maybe. But Christian Campbell, I think he has like a 13 or 14 game hit streak right now. Third base, Brady House, probably could end up dropping him. He's slowed down. Colson Montgomery at short, Jackson Merrill, outfield, Chandler Simpson, Kyle Stowers. And then my utility, I have Brent Rooker, Yainer Diaz, bench, Spencer Jones, Roman Anthony, Jacob Wilson, and then IL, I got Aranda.
Yeah, and real quick, that is his team. That's not mine. I know
Yeah,
there might be some confusion on that.
that's basically Luke's team. I don't know, like May, some players in May, June, and July. It's
Yeah,
basically, yeah. And we didn't swap either. It's just there was a lot of trades
we
happening.
just yeah.
But yeah, I definitely rebuilt for a young, very young team. I'm, Roman Anthony and Spencer Jones, Jacob Wilson, Christian Campbell, Augustine Ramirez, Colson Montgomery. I mean, my whole team is just completely young. Kyle Stowers, he's not young, but it's his first year of actually showing himself. So good $6 keep. My oldest player is Brent Rooker, but he's only an $11 keep, so that's pretty awesome. Pitching, I won't say my relief pitching because I'm not keeping any of those guys. Maybe Randy Rodriguez. But right now I'm working with Cade Horton, Joe Boyle, Cam Schlittler, Spencer Arrighetti, Chase Burns, Bailey Ober. I do have Tanner Scott as well. Jesus Luzardo, Shane Boz, Cole Reagans, and Grayson Rodriguez, who just got the
He's
news
out
that,
for the year.
yeah, he's out for the year. But he should be there start of the season. So I don't know if I'll keep him yet. I think he's still kind of a pricey keep for the position he's in. May end up trying to trade him before draft, but that's my new pitching roster. And right now, I actually think my whole team is better than it was a couple months ago, even though it's a rebuild team. So I kind of like that. I'm having better luck lately. But yeah, anything you want to hit on my team?
I mean, you definitely got a couple studs in Jacob Wilson and Roman Anthony. Those are
Yeah.
good guys to keep. And then a couple other guys that used to be on your team, like Cam Smith,
Mm-hmm.
Matt McClain. I'm not sure. I got a lot of time to think about keepers. I think with Matt McClain's price, unless if he just goes on a tear in the season, I probably won't keep him.
Yeah, I agree.
Cam Smith, I definitely will, even though he's definitely cooled off since I've got him.
Yeah.
That definitely makes sense.
For $6. I mean,
Yeah.
most player. I mean, if you're keeping anyone for $6, typically it's a good deal, unless it's just a really bad player. But
And then another guy I have keeping right now, he's $21, but I got him right before the deadline, was Hunter Green. Before he went on the IL, he was definitely a Cy Young type pitcher, so he's supposed to be back, I think, the 13th, around that. So we'll see how he does the rest of the season. He is $21, so I think for a pitcher, anyone over like 23, 24, I mean, they have to be like Tarek Skubal or Paul Skeens. I think right around that 21, 22 is kind of borderline. So, but I think for Hunter Green, he's probably worth it.
Yeah.
And then Bubba Chandler, I'm still waiting for him to get called up, but he's going to be a $6 keep. So definitely keeping him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm looking at your team now, and to be honest, your team looks a lot like some of my old team. Shades of it from this year and a little bit last year with Royce Lewis and who else did I have? But I mean, this year on your team, I had Cam Smith, Joe Adell, Luke Keeschel, I had Rafael last year, and then I had Matt McLean the last 2 years. Last 3 years, actually, I had Matt McLean.
Yeah, and then another guy I forgot to bring up was Sam Basallo.
Yeah.
He's supposedly, according to their GM, he is going to be called up at some point this season. Not sure.
Yeah.
Not sure yet. Hopefully soon, but he's been a stud. I think he leads all the minor leagues in homers,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he's hitting like 280, something like that, between 260 and 280, which for a catcher is really good. That's hitting that many home runs.
Yeah.
So, and then for sure keeps for me. Nick Kurtz, definitely a keep. Jackson Holiday, probably going to keep. I've got CJ Abrams. He's definitely going to be keeper. Cam Smith, JJ Weatherholt. Rafaela, still not sure yet. Sam Basallo. I was going to keep Chase DeLauder. However, he's probably going to be out till September, so I'm not even sure if he's going to be up this season.
Yeah.
So might be able to get him for less in the draft, which I do like him. So I might try to at least draft him.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, like I said, Hunter Green, Christopher Sanchez definitely keeping, as well as Bubba Chandler and Trevor Rogers. Definitely keeping those two. So
Yeah. Those are all good keeps. I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I think right now I have people in my mind I'm gonna keep, but I think by next season, I was thinking about it. I'm like, all these guys I'm picking up that are young, Spencer Jones, and I got Roman Anthony, and young guys that went in the draft and stuff like that. There's gonna be a whole new set of those guys I'm going after next season, like the people that make the team out of spring training, and it's like, oh, this is the next big thing, like the next Cam Smith or Christian Campbell, and they were the big talk last year, at draft, making the team. So they'll be those guys again. We'll pay extra for them, and they'll either get dropped or they'll show their potential, or they'll just take a while. They might, I think I got too frustrated with Cam. Cam Smith's kind of been pretty weird this season, though. He's kind of had his hot streaks and stuff. But
and if there's any advice that I could give for people who are in like keeper leagues with, the budget draft and everything, I know it's really tempting, but even though we've both done it, for people who have not played in a major league game yet, I would not spend a whole lot on them. Like Matt Shaw, for example, I spent $13 on him. I think you spent around the same on Cam Smith, and then Roman Anthony, which actually turned out to be, I drafted him for 11.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're going to have some guys that, probably are worth it, but
yeah.
I mean, I just wouldn't go crazy on guys who haven't played a single game yet.
And I think you had
any advice I could give.
I think you had drafted Roki Sasaki for like 20 somethings.
Yeah, I think both of us were actually like bidding each other up, and it was like he was like 24 or something like that.
It was me and somebody else, and then I stopped when it got to like 22, and then someone else was going with you for a little bit. I think whoever had Yamamoto before, I think he was going after, because he had such good luck with Yamamoto, though. Yamamoto went not for as much as Roki, but he was up pretty close, and Yamamoto's a great pitcher.
Yeah.
But you want to go ahead and hit that crazy stat?
Yeah, I actually got 2 trivia questions for you. So you ready?
Yep.
I'll give you 2 guesses. So how many 50 home run seasons did Barry Bonds have?
I'm going to guess. Let's go with 5.
I'll give you one more guess.
Let's go with 7.
750 home run seasons? Is that what?
I don't know. Is that? Yeah, let's go with that. No, let's go with 10. No, let's go with 7. Let's go with 7.
He only had one.
One
150 home run season. I know it's pretty surprising with, obviously he's the home run leader, the home run king. I think what's even crazier is that Hank Aaron, he didn't have any 50 home run seasons.
Just like a consistent 40 something and one big one
And
big 70.
he had like 25, 26 seasons. I mean, if you have a consistent 35 to 45 home run season for that long,
Yeah,
makes
not many
sense.
players can do that. I would say Stanton may be somewhat close. He had some big home run seasons, but
And now, shifting gears into less power, who is the only American League batting champion without a home run in that season?
Tony Gwynn.
Um, it's a good guess, but it's early 70s.
Yeah, I probably won't guess
Hall of
that.
Famer. You definitely know who it is, but yeah, you might take a couple tries.
That didn't hit home runs? I don't know.
I'll give you
Ozzy?
one more hint. I'll give you one more hint. He was on the Twins.
Oh, shit. What's his name? Lefty? Oh, man. You're going to have to give it to me. I'm not going to get it.
Mr. Rod Carew.
Yeah, I wouldn't get it.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, I know batting champion is batting average, but to not hit a home run in that season, I mean, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
but that's all I had.
All right. Well, maybe we'll hop on at some point this weekend, or baseball's starting to get hot, man. It's August.
Yeah.
Not much
Oh, yeah.
longer for playoffs. So teams are really starting to hit it now. So, give it another month or so, we're going to see who those playoff teams really are. So, looking forward to that.
Yeah, for sure.
But on that, 643.
Yep.
Until next time.
Peace out.
Peace.